you won't get these drinks out here. I got money, so they put it in the bag. I'm pulling off all the tags and pulling off in a jag. Fuck being broke, cause broke niggas is mad. Get a job with your broke ass and get it out the hoe's ass. I go fast when I'm riding through the city lights. I'm from the Bay, West Coast with your city like new Nikes, fresh jeans, and a snapback.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm a vibe, you a vibe, we should vibe. So you should what? You should like, comment, share, and subscribe, but only if you want to. Only if you want to. Only if you want to, okay? Y'all know what today is because I'll be having y'all checking y'all calendar. Y'all know it's Monday, so y'all know it's Mini Monday. So y'all know I got a little mini story for y'all. So I asked y'all in my last video who y'all want to hear about, and y'all want to hear about Elle some more. So let me give y'all a little mini story that's not worth a long story. Let me give y'all a little mini story. Okay, so this was like early on in our relationship. This was like the summer after I had Dylan. So Dylan was born in December. So this was like the summer. So 2012. So summer of 2012. So up until this time, y'all, I was a girl that loved writing in a diary. Like, I had so many diaries and journals because I was just going through so much. I needed to write my feelings out. I love to write and read my thoughts and, you know, see how far I came. And up until this particular incident, I would constantly write in a journal. Anytime I felt some type of way, I was writing it in my journal. So one day I'm at home, I'm chilling. I think I had just put Dylan down for a nap, and I'm eating, I'm just hanging out with my family. Elle's doing whatever Elle doing. He was at his fake brother house. I keep forgetting to go back and remember what his name was, but that's irrelevant. So finally he had randomly popped up one day, and we at home, we chilling. I'm just asking him, like, what you been up to, what you been doing, like, when you gonna, you know, come and help me with our baby, because y'all, he was always leaving, always gone, always talking about he was going to get money, but never came back with no money, never came back with nothing for our child. So when he would come, I would used to be irritated because it's like you gone for days and then you talking about you going to get money, but then when you come back, no money, no diapers, no wipes, no formula, no nothing at all. Okay, so I'm just like already irritated. So as we chilling, I'm just like, okay, so do you got anything to put on anything? Like, what's up? He like, no, because this play didn't work out and I didn't get the money I thought I was gonna get. So I'm like, so why you was gone so long? I'm not understanding. So y'all, we get to arguing, we get to bickering or whatever. So I'm just like, you know what, whatever. I go outside to the porch. I think my mom and my sister was out there. So I walk outside to the porch with my mom and sister, and I'm just venting to them like how irritated I am with Elle. And, you know, they just giving me advice. We just talking. So mind you, Elle's back in my room. I don't know why, but y'all, I didn't even peep. I should have been paying attention to this behavior back then. Elle was just wild, out of control, like very irrational, like throughout our whole relationship. But I was just naive and I would ignore a lot of things, but okay, whatever. So I'm out there with my mom then for, let's just say, like 30-40 minutes. We just outside chopping it up. It's a nice summer day. We just chilling. I come back in the house, and when I come back in the house, Elle throws my most recent journal at me, and I'm like, excuse me, like, why are you throwing my stuff? Like, where did you even get that from? Because y'all, I would hide my journals. I mean, I had this tucked at the bottom of my clothes. I had this dresser, and it was like a huge dresser, so the drawers was huge, and I had this like super duper tucked up under all the clothes I had in this drawer. Mind you, this was like a underwear sock drawer that I had heck of stuff in, like underwear, socks, bras, all that kind of stuff. So why would he even be looking in there? Elle did not have his stuff at my house. Like, he would come over, he would stay, but his auntie where he was actually staying lived like down the street, like very close. So all his stuff was still there. He would only come over here sometimes, and like when he would come, he would either like bring a change of clothes or not bring nothing at all, because when he was ready to go back home, all he had to do was walk 5-10 minutes and be at home. So he didn't need to bring anything over here. Like he would spend the night and stuff, but he didn't have any clothes or nothing like that there. So I'm just like, where did you get that from? And he's like, oh, I read your journal. And I'm like, okay, but where did you get that from? He's like, yeah, I was going through your stuff and I found your journal and I don't like the shit I read in there. And I was just like, okay, well, that's my journal. Like, that is my private thoughts. Like, it doesn't, like, I don't care if you don't like what's in my journal. Why are you going through my journal? Where did you get my journal from? I'm just like, where did you get it from? How did you find it? Like, why are you going through my stuff? And he was like, oh, I was looking for something. And I was like, well, what was you looking for? And he was like, I was looking for socks. I'm like, you can't even fit my socks. This boy gonna try to lie and was like, oh, I left some socks here that I was looking for. No, you didn't. You ain't leave nothing here. Like, no, you didn't. And even if you did, like, man, I had that like all the way in the back, in the corner, tucked, flipped, wrapped in a shirt. And like, it was like, no, you was like super. Yeah, so I'm just like, boy, your funky ass socks is not in my drawer. Like, what is you doing? Like, why was you going through my drawer? So we get to arguing and stuff. And like, this was the first time, y'all, we actually got like physical. But like, he was trying to like bully me and push up on me. Cause like, you feel me? I guess he just really didn't like what I had in my journal. But what I had in my journal was like my personal feelings. And I'm gonna tell y'all what I had in my journal after I finish this story. Well, I'm gonna tell y'all, but just listen. So y'all, he coming up, he pushing on me. He's like, yeah, I don't like what's in your journal. I don't like what's in your journal. You talking hella shit about me and talking down on me all in your journal. And I was like, and what you gonna do? It's true. Like, and you proving it right now. It's true. And he was just like, oh, so you didn't want our son? And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? He like, yeah, you didn't want our son. I read in your journal that you didn't want to be a mom and you didn't want to have Dylan and you don't love me and da-da-da-da. Y'all, just all my personal thoughts that I had been writing in my journal when I was pregnant. He was just telling me just all my stuff, like just all that. So y'all, I'm just like, I don't care. So what? I have him now. I'm the one who take care of him. I love him more than you. Like, we're just going back and forth because I'm just so confused as to why you throwing this in my face. For one, y'all, that's a whole nother story time. But it was a point where, y'all, like, I just didn't know if I wanted to be a mom, and I didn't know if I wanted L to be my baby daddy. So yeah, I was having those thoughts and I wrote them down. You feel me? Like, it's just natural to have them thoughts. So we all up in each other's face. Mind you, my mom and sister are outside, and like, we lived in this house where it was just like straight, like a straight house. So they all the way in the front. They don't hear us arguing. So we getting loud. We bumping each other and stuff. I'm just like, you better get the out of my face. You better get the out of my face before I punch your ass. Like, I will punch you. He's like, you ain't gonna do shit. You ain't gonna punch me. No. He like bumping me. He was like, do something. Your little ass ain't gonna do nothing. And I'm like, oh, you think? Oh, that's what you think? He's like, that's what I know. You ain't bout nothing. You a square anyway. Dudes love thinking I'm a square and I ain't gonna do nothing, y'all. I don't know why they be thinking that. I be trying to act innocent, but not really. I don't know. Yeah. So he bucking up at me and I'm like, oh, you want to test me? I'm like, oh, okay. Bow. Y'all, when I tell you, like, I reached up. Yeah. Bow, y'all. I slapped the dog shit out of this nigga because I'm just like, you got me messed up. Like, who do you think you are? You bumping all on me? You pushing all on me? You, first of all, I walked in a room and you threw my journal at me. You going through my stuff, you reading my personal thoughts, and you trying to throw it in my face? He like, oh, bitch, fuck you. Da-da-da-da. We get to arguing and stuff, y'all. He pushed me down, y'all. I get back up. I ran up on him. I'm like, oh, really? That's how you feel? You gonna push me? Y'all, I got the putting the pause on him because I'm just like, oh, you got me messed up. Like, I know, y'all, I'm wrong. I should have never put my hands on him. But he was pushing up on me. He was making me feel like he was gonna push up on me. And like he had a way of like just doing little stuff like that. But that day it just like really escalated. But he was like low-key trying to bully me and punk me because of what I had in my journal. And I was just like, just because you feel some type of way about my personal thoughts, that's not my fault. And at this particular time, y'all, I never really even acted on that stuff. Like, yeah, I thought he was a bum ass nigga because he was doing bum ass nigga shit. Like, you're mad because I spoke the truth in my journal. But at this point, I wasn't talking to him like that. I wasn't calling him a bum, broke, dusty. I wasn't saying none of that. Like, I would get mad and ask him, like, where the money at? Like, when are you gonna help me do what you're supposed to do with your child? But I wasn't talking smack about him like that yet. I would just, ask him questions. And I was just like, it's not my fault that you feel some type of way about things I wrote. He was like, oh, well, what if I had a journal talking shit about you? I'm like, I wouldn't go through it. I wouldn't know unless you told me, because I just feel like you invading my privacy. A diary, a journal is somebody's private, sacred space. Like, you do not invade that. It does not matter. Like, you do not do that. Like, and you just went through and read all my stuff, and now you throwing that in my face. Like, y'all, I was just so enraged. Like, I just had to put the pause on him because I didn't know what else to do at the time. And I had told y'all, like I told y'all, I had this little birth control on my arm, and that had my emotions on like 10,000. So yeah, we arguing about that. I'm like trying to put the pause on him. I'm uppercutting. Y'all, he like pushing me, trying to like get me up off of him, because I'm like going crazy. Like, I'm enraged. Like, all I see is red. Y'all, this nigga grabbed me like this and like hit me up on the wall, and I'm like, oh, really, y'all? Out. Yeah, don't put your arm around my neck. That's what you not gonna do. Like, that's what you just not gonna do. So I bit the shit out of him, like, back your ass up. I was like, leave, nigga, get the fuck up out of here. We don't need you anyway. Take your ass back to your auntie house with your broke ass. And that was the first time I called him a broke ass. He was like, oh, so you really feel like that? You really feel like that? And I was like, yes, I do. Because you be gone talking about you going to get some money, and then you come back, no money. Now, y'all, at this time, I wasn't getting no money, but I was getting money. You feel me? Like, anything I could do to like make some money. Like, I was recycling. I was, I had money saved already, because like during my whole pregnancy, I had money saved already. People was giving me money and helping me out. So I had money saved, and I was like doing recycling and stuff to like get money. We went through bottles and water all the time. So it wasn't a lot of money, but it was enough. I was getting like WIC and stuff. And then at this time, was I getting welfare? I think I was getting welfare at the time. So, I was making that little money work, but I was taking care of what I needed to. And it wasn't the fact that he didn't have a job or whatever, but it was just like, it's the fact that you gone for days and I know you're not doing anything to get no money. You just saying that so I don't be mad, because you never came back with nothing. Like, never. Maybe you might have came back with like diapers or something, but he didn't get them. It was like a family member or something had bought Dylan some diapers and told him to bring them to me. You feel me? But like after that, y'all, like L just went on this hiatus where he threw that shit in my face. He would always try to bully me with that, like, and it would just really make me sad. Like, I really went through like a really sad period, because it was just like, don't throw that shit in my face. I don't care what I wrote about you, but don't throw that shit with Dylan in my face, that I didn't want to have him and that I didn't want him. And it was just like, yes, I felt like that when I first found out I was pregnant. So yes, I wrote those thoughts down. But once a situation had happened and I was like fully pregnant and had him, like, there's no way I couldn't have wanted that little boy. Like, that was my heart, my soul, my purpose after that. Like, it just would kill me inside when he used to throw that in my face. And then he would try to like threaten to take Dylan and leave. And he would do that because that situation kind of happened with me and my dad. So he knew that was a soft spot. And it was just like, he was like throwing that in my face. And then the hurt and pain of, I went through that and you trying to threaten me with that. Like, how dare you? And then like every every instant after that, when he would make me mad or we would get into it, y'all, we was wrestling and tussling. It was toxic from there. I mean, it was toxic from day one, but this is where it was toxic even more. Cause like, you're not finna bully me, you're not finna throw stuff in my face, you're not finna punk me, you're not finna tell me what to do, you're not finna tell me how to think or anything like that. Like, you're not about to do that. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know who he thought I was. Like, I will put the pause on you real quick and fast. And I ain't never have felt like that in any other relationship. Like, that was the first relationship I was in where I felt like I needed to wrestle and tussle. And it was just so toxic from there. But yeah, y'all, I know this is kind of mid, this is kind of calm, but I just needed to get this story out. I needed to tell y'all that. I know y'all wanted to hear some more stuff about L. I got so many good, long, juicy story times, but I'm easing y'all in with stuff. And yeah, I just needed to tell this story real quick, just so y'all can kind of get an idea from the beginning how me and L got from A to goddamn Z, and how it started off toxic, like months into the relationship. It was already toxic, but I just wanted to show y'all I just wanted to tell y'all the first instant of us wrestling, tussling, and how that just set the tone of our relationship going on from there. So mind y'all, this is, like I said, this is months after I had Dylan not even one yet. Me and L was together until Dylan was, okay, if I'm 30, me and him broke up when I was like 24, 25. So Dylan was like 5, 6. So me and L was together for like 7 years, 9 years. Why do I keep saying 9 years? No. Well, we was together for like 7 years, a lot of years. Okay, so yeah, just know, all them years we was wrestling and tussling a lot, consistently, all the time. It was just so draining and so toxic. And at the end, that's why I was just so done. I was just like, I'm done. I'm good off you.
Y'all, so I forgot to mention, like, ever since that incident had happened where he had read my diary or my journal, whatever you want to call it, I never wrote in a diary or journal ever since that. Like, I tried to do it, but it was just like I couldn't, because I was just like, I don't want him to find it and read it and see how I felt or anything like that. So yeah, that really really took a very big toll on me, because writing down my thoughts was like a stress reliever, and it really helped me. So to not be able to do that really killed my spirit, and that's when I knew I could not trust him. Like, the trust between me and him was gone in that instant. Like, it didn't even have nothing to do with females or the first girl who popped up talking about she was baby mama or whatever. None of that. Like, that hurt me the most over everything me and Elle went through. Like, I knew I could never fully trust him. If he can invade my privacy like that and read my diary and throw it in my face, and like, he knew how much that hurted me because I told him the story of, like, you know, my childhood and stuff. So it was just like, I just looked at him like, that's just some evil ass shit to do. Like, that's just messed up. I like never fully ever trusted him from that point going on.
Yeah. But y'all, that's my little mini Monday. Tomorrow, I got a real good, juicy ghetto story time for y'all. So stay tuned for tomorrow. And I'm giving y'all a video every day. That's 7 videos back to back to back. Okay, 3 story times. Actually 4. I'm giving y'all 4 story times. And the others are other videos. I don't know. But y'all getting videos, so make sure y'all watching all week. I'm dropping all week, Monday to Sunday, and then I'm gone for like a week or 2. I don't know, a week or 2, I don't know, but I need y'all. I'm gonna be busy for the next week or 2. I gotta focus on something. If y'all want to know what that is, watch my video on Thursday. That's gonna go over my life update, and that's where y'all gonna get the tea of what's going on with me and why I'm about to be gone for a little minute. But I will be back. I promise y'all, I'm not gonna disappear. I'm not one of them. I'm not gonna disappear on y'all. I promise I will be back. I just have something that I need to do, and I need to put all my time and focus on that for a little minute. Okay? This is, I didn't even show y'all my nails. This one says stand. This one says press. Stand pressed. Okay. I love these. And they glow in the dark. Yes.